Now, in the wake of Tuesday's declaration of a state of emergency in River State by President Bola Tinubu, different reactions ensued, including one from the Nigerian Bar Association, which described the act as unconstitutional and an assault on democracy. In a statement on Tuesday, NBA President Afam Osigwe said the move violates Section 305 of the Nigerian Constitution, which outlines strict conditions for emergency rule. Osigwe, a senior advocate of Nigeria, said Section 305 grants the president the power to declare a state of emergency, but with procedural safeguards to prevent abuses. NBA also questioned whether the political crisis in River State met the constitutional threshold for emergency rule. The body of lawyers called on the National Assembly to reject the suspension of elected officials, warning that it sets a dangerous precedent. Well, for further dissection of the legality or otherwise of the River State of emergency declaration, we are now being joined by lawyer, human rights activist, and former president of the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, Malachy Ugwummadu. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. My pleasure again.
Yes, so of course we were all met with a degree of shock and surprise when we heard the president's address yesterday and the implications thereof. Just a broad analysis from your side of the positions taken, including the reactions from the NBA and the merits with regards to the Constitution. Your take.
My take is simple. It is that under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, specifically Section 305, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria reserves the right to declare a state of emergency by proclamation. That proclamation is enjoined to be published in the official Gazette of the Federation and for onward transmission to the President and Speaker of the respective houses in the National Assembly. That power was invoked and exercised well within the remits and powers of the President. What has become or generated the controversies is whether the President in the same breath has the power constitutionally recognized and expressly provided to suspend constitutionally elected state actors, including the governor and members of the State House of Assembly. I have taken the view that he does not have such right. I'm glad that the president of the association that I belong, by the way, I'm also the alternate chairman of the Citizens Liberty Committee of the Nigerian Bar Association. So we're fully in sync with the position of the NBA, which I have had the privilege of reading. My friend and learned senior Silk, Afam Osigwe, carefully articulated the position in a way to draw the attention of the Nigerian public that in constitutional democracy, there must be safeguards. Otherwise, the tendency to abuse the same power you hold are very much there. And therefore, that question has not been answered. And if anyone is able to offer an alternative to that question, then perhaps we can toe a different line of argument. But I think that, by and large, we saw this coming. I personally saw. In short, I had written an article in which, about a year ago, in May 2024, in which we have clearly understudied the evolving factors then. Don't forget, it was not more than a month after Governor Fubara took office that this crisis started. And the question was, what crime could a governor have committed within a month of assuming power, so much so as to attract the kind of intractable crisis that emanated in River State. So, straight to your question,
Mr. Ugwummadu, I'm so sorry. I sincerely apologize, but we've been told that we do have to pause the interview for now because we have to go to Anambra State where live is taking place. But we'd like to thank you so much for your insight on this matter. I'm sure we continue this conversation, of course.